my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, got enough juice to end the drought. Yeah. I buy like 23. Won't fall again and I put that on me. Yeah. I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah.
Today, from NRG Stadium in Houston, Texas, it's Week 2 of the NFL on EA Sports.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Take over first.
Number 8, Lamar Jackson, trotting onto the field at quarterback, ready to lead this Ravens offense.
I loved his quote during the week. If I were a defensive back, I would have wanted to play against me last week as well. He's trying to eliminate those turnovers, those interceptions, and get back on the positive side of the ledger, throwing touchdown passes.
Yeah, had 4 of those picks, led to the loss. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 17 carries, 104 yards, and a score as well.
They look like a team that really emphasized the running game in the offseason. They were going to build around it. Didn't matter whether they run gap scheme, power scheme, whatever. They've got a runner who finds yardage if you give him just a little bit of space.
He was trying to clear the way, the big fullback. Instead, he gets a hold.
And you don't see that very often on running plays from those guys because usually they're the lead blocker. Normally, when he gets caught, it's in a passing situation.
And he slings one that's incomplete.
A lot of times, it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Jackson from the shotgun. And that is incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. Now a first down throw, Watson. Wide open receiver, complete.
That's good.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. Officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19. Out of the gun, Watson. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Cobb. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. From the red zone now, Watson. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Cobb. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. Facing a 2nd and 3. Ball on the 10.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Baltimore set to take over here for their 2nd possession of the game, and they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Now Jackson on first down, forced out to his left. He'll try and run it. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
It's a gain of
They
8.
brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
Sometimes that's the danger of putting that jumbo set out there. You just get a lot of bodies massed in one location. You could wind up with 18, 20, maybe even all 22 in the box, and there's nowhere to run the football.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Here's Sam Cook now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. So out of bounds on the punt, and the spot will be, the side judge says, right at the 35. After a good punt, this they'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Bradley Roby, the cornerback, there to make the stop.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. This is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
And the Raven 1st down.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll run. It's Dobbins. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Dobbins.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And it's 3rd down.
Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. Steps away. Looking left side. Andrews with it complete. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Partner, you know when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed and his elusiveness and the ability to get him on the ground, how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Ravens nothing.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. They go play action with Jackson out to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run, deep left side. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. It's almost like you can see the look. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Open man is Duvernay. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
A gain of 3, second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 16 yards, a first down.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, Baltimore.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0, our score. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Ravens.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Brought down.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And the Ravens are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. So that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boys, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started.
And he's going to go down. This will count as a sack, a very short sack. Taken down at the 2. Jordan Jenkins in there to drop him for a loss on the play. 3rd down and goal now. This Houston defense not backing down. They'll look for one more stop. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. 3rd quarter, here we go.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the 3rd quarter. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Texans to take over. They were losers to Kansas City a week ago, but they are out in front right now. On 1st down, it's Watson. And he'll find Akins there, complete. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd.
He'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on 1st down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down and 5.
From the gun on 3rd, Watson. And that will be incomplete.
Watson's pass.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
This is fielded at the 27. 7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Now after After the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. Well, he gets attended to. They'll step aside. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And there on the tackle, Shaq Lawson.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
The 35-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Jackson now. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
Raven first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Well, I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the 2nd round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who can run it inside, run to the perimeter, and catch the football in the backfield? Be able to get him in the 2nd round, that's what I call a steal. I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Jackson. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Zach Cunningham rolling in to get the sack. Blitz came there from the inside, and there just wasn't much resistance.
No, not at all. That means that defensively, they timed it up perfectly and matched up perfectly. They drew all the blockers to the other guys, left a free runner back to the quarterback. And you know what a free runner turns into?
What?
A free hitter.
Pass interference. Defense.
Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times you just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. And he got caught in between and created a foul.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Jackson going to give this one to Edwards. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
1-yard line.
Now it's Jackson. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 inter. Now the offense back out onto the field as they'll take over here in the final minute of this 3rd quarter. On 1st down, Dobbins. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Houston, it's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the 4th. On first and 10. It's Jackson. Oh, and for the third time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And the return out shot. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That's taken in by Duvernay. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
And the Raven first down.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Flushed out right. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Mark Andrews, a first-time Pro Bowler, the intended target. That'll bring up second down.
Too many zeros on the stat sheet thus far. No touchdown passes, no points for his team, but he remains undaunted. Still attempting to get his team on the scoreboard, firing the ball downfield.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. With nowhere to throw it, decided to scramble, and a nice job, CD. Got the yardage that he needed.
Yeah, and his teammates are certainly going to appreciate that effort, even if his coaches don't, because they would have wanted him to slide and protect himself. But he chose team gain over personal protection.
Devin Duvernay, the intended receiver, but it's going to be second down.
Second and 10.
To throw again, Jackson. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 40. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. So a first and 10 now in Houston territory, right at the 40. They go play action now. Jackson, looking for Andrews downfield. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Throwing again. Jackson rolling to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
Third down.
From the gun, Jackson eluding the pressure right. This will be caught inside the 10. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Offense.
That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Here we go. It's Jackson on fourth down. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. Here's a first and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. It's Shaq Lawson who worked his way in there to get him down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And this is caught at the 8. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. You know, Lamar Jackson last season, the first NFL quarterback with 3,000 or more passing yards and 1,000 or more rushing yards in the same season.
And we see both of those talents on display here today. We just saw another completed pass. And everyone knew coming out of college he could run the ball. But for some reason, we didn't analyze it throwing the way we should have. I think every time he completes a pass, he says to himself, take that, evaluators. You guys really missed the boat on me.
Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver. So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. Escaping, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And it's 17-7. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it was capped off by the touchdown run that came from Lamar Jackson.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taken in the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Houston set to take over. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3-and-out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Tavon Young in on the tackle. Decent start defensively to this series. They've got to stop them here and get this ball back.
I like the way you phrase that, partner. Decent start. But now it's got to be more about the ball. It's all about the ball. Getting it away from them, because making good tackles is one thing, but the clock will run out on you. You've got to have the football back for your offense.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. They'll go again with Lindsey. And this will not get close to the 1st down marker as he's brought down at the 26. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. The Texans send the punter out. On, we think, to punt, though he's faked it earlier, but he was unsuccessful. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. Taken in at the 22. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. So Lamar Jackson in the offense. Down by 10. Just over 1:40 to play. It's been a struggle to score all day, and now they need to do it twice here late to have a chance. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Jordan Jenkins in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Jackson to throw. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. Jackson. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now Jackson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Now a big play here as the Ravens are going to go for the two-point conversion. Back to throw. And they're going to get the two. It's caught. And the lead is cut to 2 here in the fourth. And around the goal line, especially on two-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
On second down now, it's Johnson. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves them with third and about 6 yards to go. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. The line to gain is the 33 on third down. Down to a knee goes Watson, and that should just about do it for this ball game. The Texans send the punter out. He's been terrific so far. So Houston going to come away here with the